Good morning, everybody, and I would like to welcome you to this another exciting session where we're talking about business profile on Google. This session is brought to you by Grow with Google, and I'm here to attend. And I'm going to be taking you through this session today. And also in the chat box, I have Prince, who's going to be assisting me with the moderation of the session. I trust that together we're all going to have an amazing session where we're all going to learn more about Google profiles together. So I would want to have an idea who is joining us for the session today. So if you can, guys, just post in the chat right there. Tell us who you are, where you're watching us from, and what are your expectations? What is it that you're looking forward to be taking from today's session? I want to have an idea. I want to know. And you know, if you're just joining us, I hope you also have a pen, a paper, or whatever the device that you have ready to take notes, because definitely there's going to be so much to look out for and so much to learn from this session. And in the same way, I would also want to hear from you guys. What has been your experience with, if you're familiar with some of the tools that we're going to be talking about, you know, and I would also look forward to learning so much from you guys, right? And in today's session, we're just going to be talking through some of the points that you can see on screen right now, and that is discover Google My Business. So we want to first build an idea of what Google My Business is and what it does, you know, and we get set up on Google My Business. So yes, it can even get practical, such that as I'm talking, if you have another device aside you can actually, you know, begin what you call it, taking the implementation of the information that you're actually receiving right now. And then later on, we'll also talk about creating an engaging Google My Business listing. So I'll just also be interchanging the terms Google My Business as well as GMB, because that's how, you know, we would call it in a laser term, right? Cool. So let's go ahead and talk about discovering Google My Business. What is Google My Business? Probably some of you are hearing this term for the first time. Yeah, so I know some of you guys at some point in time, you know, you have probably gone on the browser and searched something like, can you find a pizza delivery near me? You know, just think about something that you just went on Google and asked Google the question, and what happened? What happened? You know, our search and shopping behaviors nowadays is changed so much, and we give so much thanks to the internet and the intervention of smartphones. Nowadays, anything that you want to purchase, even before you even go to a physical mall, you know, it's like in most cases, you take time to actually Google the product that you want, or whatever the service that you want, or even go on Google to just even look for the catalog of different products that can be offered, you know. And there are things like reviews that you even get to look out for, things like pricing. And the internet right now just gives that information at our disposal, and everything has just become so easy. You know, it's like by the time that you have to go to a shop to visit a physical shop to do your shopping, you already have an idea of what you want and how much it costs you. You know, you don't have to wait for a surprise, you know, of your life by the time you just go to the shop and discover, whoa, I had only budgeted 500 rands, but then this thing is costing double the amount, you know. We no longer need such surprises thanks to the internet, as well as the intervention of mobile devices. And now I want you guys, you know, to think about some of the terms, you know, that you get to, you know, punch in onto the internet, you know, when you trying to search something, what terms or what words do you normally punch in onto the internet? We call those words, whatever the term that you're thinking about right now, we call these terms keywords. They are key or elementary to the results that the search engine will present to you. So keywords, they are very, very important to every business website as they drive targeted web traffic to their business online. So keywords are very, very imperative. Now think about the question that we asked earlier on, where you can where you wanted to find a pizza delivery near you. So how do you go about doing that? Think about it. Like right now on the screen, you can actually see like some of the key words that you can actually even punch in. You can simply punch in pizza delivery near me, and the search engine will do the hard work of providing the most relevant results at your disposal. So keywords are basically words and phrases that the internet users type into the search box, for a search engine. And then these are things like Google to find what websites that might, that match whatever that you might require. And now let's talk a little bit about like the things that you get to do, your personal activities on a daily basis. And think about something that you perhaps do on a daily basis. Is it driving to your workplace, or is it going for a hiking? Maybe it might not necessarily be like every day, maybe like every weekend. Think about these things. Going out for lunch every weekend or every evening. Just think about these things. And then with that thought, I would actually want you to think about, how does Google Maps come into the picture? Or how does Google My Business even come into the picture? What role does Google My Business as well as Google Map play in influencing your decision making? Does it even influence your decision making in any way? Just think about it. Like Google, basically what Google Maps is, it's simply like a web-based service that provides you detailed information about geographical regions and sites around your world. In addition, they also provide you like conventional road maps, and I even love it to a point where sometimes you even have an idea of where the traffic officers are, for some of you who sometimes want to misbehave and then you want to, drive, at a higher speed. It even kind of like gives some tips where to, slow down, relax. And Google Maps actually offer you an aerial view as well as a satellite view of so many places. Before you can actually go to a place, you can have an idea of how the place actually looks like, and you can even go to the extent of you having a feel before being physically present to a geographical location. And right now I would want to even like find out, as a business owner, how do you actually connect with clients in a matter? Like rather in a moment that matters, like I actually am even reminded, like I think I might even have like shared this like statement, it's like that's one of the key things that I'm even being reminded like right now. A simple term which says, or a simple saying which says that a friend indeed is a friend in need. That friend that you have at the moment of your need is really, really a true friend. So as a business, you want to be that person who is always available for your client when they are in need of your service. When somebody needs a coffee, can you be the coffee maker that presents the best coffee for your client at that very, very instant? How do you even go about it? How do you go about it? So the how is what we are taking you through in this session, because in most cases, whenever that somebody thinks about something that they are in need of, in that instant, their first response is to Google it, is to search for it. And so much so to a point where about 87% of smartphone owners, the first thing that they do when they are in a moment of need is to search. But now the question is, when they search for a coffee maker around them, can you be the one that they get to see first? So if it has to be you, then definitely you need to take the decisions and actions that matters, like right now, in order for you to position yourself best, such that the search results will present you first. And the tools that we're introducing to you today, they actually make it much easier for you to actually be visible to your client at the point of need. And even 30% of all mobile search, they are actually even related to a location. That's so big. That's so big. In a given moment, if we have 100 people here with smartphones, you know that 30 of them, whatever that they'll search, is related to a location. So which means it's a given that if for example, you have a restaurant and it's based in Woodstock, Cape Town, there's actually a possibility that of all the 100, of whatever the population that's in Woodstock right now, and right now it's actually breakfast, it's like breakfast right now. So which means like people are now looking around, trying to get food. About 30% of of those people, they're actually probably looking for a restaurant near them, and near them meaning Woodstock. They are literally typing in Woodstock. So can that chunk be directed to your restaurant? The choice is yours. So that's why you have to pay ramped attention to the information that you're receiving today. And 67% of these people, they actually use Google Maps, as a preferred app. I know, like myself and even the moderator there, Prince, we're not planning to be somewhere, like in some of the projects that we're working together. We've actually made it we're not planning our day. We literally sit down with our screens, and then having one of the screens we have, it's like Google Maps open there. And then before we can actually go anywhere, we sort of map how our route will look like, because some of these places we'll be going for the first time. That's how we get to use Google My Business to plan our day. And in so doing, we're even saving so much money. We no longer need to do unnecessary routes. So we're taking the most convenient. So it's us saving us money, saving us time, because we're taking the most convenient routes and the shortest possible routes, and it saves us a lot. So these are things to really, really look out for. And let's talk a little bit about some of the benefits of the tools that we're talking about right now. What are the benefits of you marking your location? Firstly, by listing your business on Google Maps, you are actually getting an exclusive online presence, showing where your business is based. And this means that people can actually get to know you, Yes. And the other thing is, using these tools, some of the benefits are actually that you can actually make your business more discoverable. If a client can't discover you, how are they going to engage on a business with you? So it's your duty as a business owner to actually ensure that your business is discoverable. You actually need to get listed on Google Maps if you really need to get discoverable. And later on, we even get to introduce you to some of the people that you can actually easily reach out to that can actually help you with these tools that we're talking about to actually, it's like get your business discoverable and you're not even paying any additional fee. Google has got that sorted out for you. And the other thing is that you want to get directions for people to find you. So when your business has a marking on the maps, then it's much easier for people to actually find you and get directions to where you are exactly. So that's very, very important. And these are some of the benefits, of getting the listings that I'm talking about on Google Maps, So make sure you really, really get to take advantage of these benefits. Now, let's talk a little bit about conducting nearby searches using maps. What are the benefits, or what are some of the features as a business owner that you can really, really take advantage of? When people actually conduct these nearby searches using a map, they're actually going to discover nearby shops closer to wherever they are, and they'll find local businesses. Nowadays, people are increasingly becoming more and more interested in serving, or rather in dealing with local businesses. So local business owners, so that's how people nowadays are actually that's how they tend to think. If there's a local business around me, I would want to actually support that local business, because at the end of the day, we know that it's like when you support your local business, chances you are actually uplifting the community at large, because there'll be even things like employment, and when they're giving back, they're still giving back to that particular community, things like that. So it's very, very important that when the locals search for your business, they also get to find you. And people can actually get to save, places that are actually closer to them. And at any time, they will be able to, easily access you whenever they think about visiting the place once again. So right now, I would want us to just do a quick activity. So right there where you are, I think for this activity, I know if you are having a single device, maybe you're watching us on a phone, the stream might perhaps cut a little bit, but then I would want you to just take a moment and search for a business near you. And let's see what results you get to discover. What are the results that you're seeing? Right? So if you have maybe two devices, you can use the other device that you're not using for the stream. But then if you're probably watching us from a laptop or computer right now, it's just a matter of opening another browser and then, just participate in the task. So the question that you're seeing on the screen right there, please tell us, what are the results that you are getting? Business near me. What are you seeing right now? What are you seeing? Are you seeing an ice cream place? Are you seeing a photocopying place? Are you seeing a boutique around you? What are you seeing? The grocery store? What? I would want to know. Cool. So as you gather some of these results, please just send them through to me, and then I'll just go through some of the results that you are getting along the course of the presentation. And what makes a listing really, really stand out? Like, what really makes a listing stand out? Let's think about it just for a moment, and this is what I'm going to be talking about right now. It's very, very important that if you are to really, really invest your time, it's like in creating a list, then you need to actually ensure that you do everything that you're actually being asked for or being prompted to do as you're creating your listing, because that's the only way you are going to make your listing stand out. So you want to ensure that things like images relate a lot to images, to imagery. They want to be able to see they want to be able to actually see whatever that's, if they are looking for a product, they want to actually be able to see or have a feel before they can actually visit the actual shop. If it's a service, maybe like you are offering like a shared accommodation, before people can actually, the accommodation, they want to have a feel, they want to see how it looks like before they can take any further decisions. So that's why it's actually very important to ensure that you have things like images, reviews, very, very key, your address and contacts, so that it just makes it much easier for people to contact you, and also your business hours. People want to know whether you're open on a weekend, on a Sunday, because that's the only time when some people actually are available. So they want to know, on the day that I'm available, can I actually be able to come to your store? Don't leave it for a guess, like, maybe I should drive, maybe I should not, maybe I should drive. You will lose out clients that way. And also always ensure that you have your website link, because it also adds to the legitimacy of your business. So that's very, very important. And when you have a complete listing on Google, you are actually more likely to be considered reputable. You are also more likely to attract local visits, as well as to end up with a purchase, which is what as a business owner. Yes, and let's talk a little bit about Google My Business. What really, really is Google My Business? This is the tool that you want to have for your business. I actually love the term. It's Google My Business, as in search my business. It's like nowadays, the term Google is actually being used even way, way, way more than the term search even, so it's like literally saying it for me, if literally translated, it would actually mean search my business, Google My Business, So what really, really is Google My Business, GMB? It's really a free and easy to use tool for businesses to organize and organizations to actually manage their online presence across Google, including searches as well as maps, and this feature actually includes adding your business name, location, and hours, as well as monitoring and replying to to customer reviews. That's very, very important. I actually love the fact that people can actually get to review you online, and you can even add photos, every time that you have an opportunity to share a photo online with the client. For me, I think it's a great, great opportunity to say so much about the product in only 0 words, the saying that says a single image is as 1,000 words, becomes really, really alive at that particular point in time. So really, this is a tool that you have to the benefit of your business, and statistics have it that about 33 percent of people look for business hours every time that they are on the internet, and about 32% they also look for location, whereas 27% they actually look and consider reviews. And for me, I know for a fact one of the most important things that I get to do when I am looking for a business to do a business transaction with online or that I have to visit on site, one of the very, very things that matters to me are the reviews. I want to know what are other people saying about you. If you don't have a good reputation, then unfortunately I won't be able to do business with you. So reviews, they matter a lot to me. And like you need to actually this too is freely available to you, and you gotta make the most of your free business profile. You have to make the most out of it, because you're not paying anything. And you have a tool that's readily available for you and your business to work 24/7, 365, without snoozing, without sleeping, not even a single dose. I mean, you want to have such a kind of a tool employed in your company, like you want to ensure that it's also working for you, with Google My Business account, you actually get so much more than a business listing. There's so much more than a business listing. Your business profile lets you even easily connect with customers across Google search as well as Google Maps. And by listing your business on Google Maps, you're actually getting an exclusive online presence showing where your business is actually best. And this means people actually get to know you. This is very important. You want people to know you. When people think that's in terms of customers, prospects, or even businesses, every time that they actually use Google Maps, it's like you actually want them to hover over the streets, or every time that they hover over the streets or specify areas where your business is located, they it's like they get to learn about your presence. And it's just one of the most one of the many ways that actually get to drive an awareness of a business. And imagine this is something that's actually happening at no extra cost, and you definitely need to have such a tool deployed. And this tool, it's really, really much more than a listing in terms, in the sense that it actually attracts customers with you can actually attract customers with your business profile. You can also give customers a way to actually reach you, because at the end of the day, you want a client to be able to reach you with so much ease, and you want to see how customers connect to your business. Is it by clicks? Is it by calls, by bookings? Things like that. Is it by follows? You want to have an idea, that's very, very important. And it's like having an idea of how people are actually connecting with you. It will even give you an insight of where to invest more. It's in order for people to actually be able to reach out to you even more and more and more. So let's just talk about sharing and the latest about your business using the GMB. It's like you can actually have stickers put up, in your physical store, and people can actually get to, discover more and more about your business. every time they actually visit your store, and you can even get to encourage them. And it's like, yeah, every time that you have somebody visiting your store, you still encourage them to go online and review you. Ask them, how was your service? And if they were happy or if they were not as happy, just encourage them to actually go and review you online, because that will actually even add to the legitimacy of your business. And you always want to have people engaging with you more and more. And it's like the more that people review you or engage with your business online, the better it is for search engines to always be forced to actually put your results on top every time that somebody gets to search for your business. And in order for you to stay competitive with Google My Business, these are some of the things that you need to actually pay attention to. Like, the internet is a space where almost everybody can now have their services enlisted, and you are definitely not the only person who is doing what you're doing on the internet. But then you need to remain relevant. You need to remain competitive. That's very, very important. And having a Google My Business account really, really comes into play in helping you stay competitive, as well as boosting your customer engagement online. You see, so there are certain things that definitely come into play when you are to become more competitive. You want to have a more informed marketing decision, in order for you to stay relevant and competitive. And based on your customer feedback and reviews, you get to actually make better decisions. And Google My Business provides you with tools that actually can enable you to make informed decisions. And you also get to learn from the successes and mistakes of others. You get to understand what clients or customers want, and you also get to research and identify how to stand out from the crowd. What can you do differently from your competitors? There are always suggestions that are always being given to you and things like that. And you also can discover industry trends as well as customer preferences, simply by making use of Google My Business. So right now we're just gonna pause for any questions. So if you have questions, please just post them in the chat, and the moderator will just push them through to me. And if you have any comments or any additional information that you want to add to the session, or if there are any questions or anything that you want us to maybe talk about a little bit more, or if you think that there's something that I can further expound on, please just let us know, right? So I'm just going to proceed with the presentation in the meantime, and then when we have more questions, definitely I will get to attend to them in our next break. But this is also that opportunity for you to, just take a short break, like 30-second break, and then just take a drink or coffee so that you stay awake, or you want to stretch, whatever that you're going to do right now, so that we can just proceed so strong, right? Great. Now let's talk about how to set up your Google My Business profile. There are a few steps. I call them the CVCP, right? So the first step, you need to create. And then second step, verify. Third step, complete. And then the fourth step, you need to populate your listing. So what are you creating? You're creating your GMB account, and then you get your business to be verified online, because the legitimacy of your business it matters. It matters. You need your business to be legitimized, like online, and then you also get to complete your profile. That's how you get to stand out and also populate anything that's too outstanding in terms of your listing. So that's also important for you to do. And then you also need to create your Google. Okay, so like in terms of creating like your Google My Business profile, right? So the first thing that you always need to do is it's either you actually visit the link that's showing on your screen right now, which is business.google.com. I'm sure Prince will also quickly send it in the chat room. So it's business.google.com/create, right? So if you, this is for somebody who hasn't like signed up for Google My Business. So you can actually easily visit that link, or you can also get to download the Google My Business app, right, on your mobile phone using your app store, right? And if you have already signed up, you know, like simply just log into like your account using the user credentials that you already have. It's your email and your password, right? And follow the instructions to actually claim your free business profile on Google, right? So it's all free, no extra charges. And this profile like is actually free, and also it enables your business to actually appear in local searches and on Google Maps, right? And to also be able to complete your profile, you actually need to provide some of the following information, which includes location or address, the category, website, phone number, your opening hours, as well as a description of your business activities. So that's very, very key to you creating and populating your profile. And then the next thing that is as important, your name and category of your business. So definitely you need to make sure it's a unique business, and also like your category. Are you a hairdresser, a florist, whatever that you are? Make sure that it's clearly stated, you know, and this is so that people can actually connect with your business, who are actually more likely to visit your business. So that's how you actually get to connect with such people that are more likely to visit you. Because if you don't specify, now think about a moment where somebody is looking for dog food, but then because you didn't really specify the category and you sell food for cats only, and then every time when somebody searches for dog food, your store comes up, you know. So for every instant that your stores come up, you know, like if you had not really specified the category, that simply tells you that you're not going to find people, because every time that your results show up, they are showing up in the wrong place. So that also plays a big role. So ensure that it's done, and it's done very well. And then you know, it's like things like your location and your contact. They are very important, because at the end of the day, they will help the customers to find you as well as to contact you. You know, location is something that's optional, but then this is very useful if you have a shop location. You know, you want people to actually be able to know where exactly to find you. Perhaps your shop, they've been looking for it, but then they just never had time to actually, you know, it's like go around the city to find where you're located. But then it just so happens also that your store actually happens to be on their way from their home to work, you know. So if you have your location listed or indicated online, it will even make it much easier for the clients, to actually be able to pass by very conveniently. And then the second way, you also want to choose a way to get your account verified. Is it by email, phone, or by Sage Console? And the other thing, also, you want to be able to reach out and get verified. I mean, if you want to reach out and get verified, we have google.africa1118.com. So the Africa 118 guys can also assist you with getting verified. So make use of the support that they have to offer your business. And then you can also go to Google My Business Help Center for more support. So these are some of the resources that you just need to have in the bag on a daily basis when you want to have when you have any concerns that you want to be resolved quickly. There are already articles or even like a much easier way of getting assistance, right? And you also need to ensure that your profile is complete. So things like address, opening hours, contact details, visual content, as well as your logo, they are very key and elementary, and again, a complete Google My Business listing is very important. Why is it important? Because facts have it that like about 2.7 times, of the times, right? It actually makes you more reputable as a business, and 70% more likely to actually attract, location visits. So that's simply by having a complete business, a Google My Business listing, and it also helps you with 50% more likelihood to actually get leads to purchases, and the fourth thing, you need to actually be able to populate your listing. So adding things like more pictures, updating your work opening hours. Tell people, are you open on Christmas Day, on New Year's Eve, or on the New Year? Tell people that. So it's just a matter of you having to constantly update, or maybe all of a sudden the government just says next week on the 17th is a public holiday, no one is going to work. Constantly update your clients, whether they can actually get you open on that specific day or what. So these are now some of the things that you now need to engage on a on a regular basis, as well as creating content that's fresh. So that's quite important. And adding your photos to your listing, it actually really helps a lot. So things like logos can actually help people recognize your brand, because certain things like logos, like they have a mental effect or a mental impact. People might not necessarily, like every time people are saying, when I see a person who's like wearing your brand, I might not necessarily pay attention to it right there. But then the moment that I'm actually now in a need, like looking for a service, and then I get to see that brand, the fact that I didn't pay attention to it right then, it doesn't necessarily mean that my mind will not recall it, because that information was saved somewhere. So if you have a logo, please, you can also get it added as one of your images, so that it actually can help some more people, to actually get to recognize, wow, I know this brand, I've seen so and so like wearing it, or I've seen it somewhere. And that's how people can actually even get to start using your services. And even like cover pages, they're very important. And pick one that best represents your business and add as much photos as you can. And you'd always want to update your work hours, and the interface right there just shows you how you can actually quickly add. So this is like under the info section, you can be able to add additional hours or make adjustments there, right? And you always want to keep your content fresh, you know. Again, constantly make amends to your opening hours, and then use attributes to highlight services as well as options. And you also want to add a post on your profile, and then turn on like messaging and a lot of things that you can actually get done with your profiling when you're busy setting it up, you know. And you also have tools that help you to create a website for your business, you know. Like you no longer need like, you know, like those professional developers to build a website for you. You actually have tools right at your disposal, you know. It's like to help you create a website in no time. You know, in no time, and you have your business well represented. Like create, you edit, and then you publish it using some of the tools that you have available in the suite of tools that you have from Google. And then how do you get started? You simply click where it says website, and then you just get going, right? And then how does like one actually use Google My Business app to actually manage their listing? You know, the beautiful thing is that you can actually run through features. Like, I mean, like there are so many features that are actually available to you, and you can actually do as many tasks as you would want to, like with so much ease, using the Google My Business app, either on your Android or on your iOS device, you know. And one of the reasons that actually makes it even much exciting is simply because it's actually mobile friendly. You know, like it's actually something that's very responsive also on the mobile as an app. And you know, it's like all these features, they're actually like, I mean, you can actually engage with this app with all the features that you can also find on the web version being like accessible on your mobile phone. That simply tells you that you can actually now get so much done with so much convenience, right? So make use of the tool that you have available on your mobile phone, and you can do things like managing your business profile on Google. You can actually attract clients by sharing some of the offers and events. You see, because it's on your mobile phone, it's even like it's more convenient for you to even make amends on the go. Maybe you're being driven to somewhere, and you can already be updating your clients on the events that are actually upcoming. You know, you don't need to, you know, find a workstation for you to actually be able to sit down and start. No. Right on the go, you can actually be doing necessary adjustments, and you can actually engage with clients on the go. This is what I was just talking about, and make your business profile also stand out with pictures. You know, like the moment that, for example, you just quickly prepare like a very delicious meal. If you are a restaurant owner, take a picture of it with your phone. That's so easy, you know, and post it there. And definitely every time that your clients, I mean, like people see that on the internet, they'll be attracted to you as a business and more likely to even visit you. And you can also get to learn how customers find you just from the tip of your fingers, you know. So right now, I would want to know if we still have any more questions. I see today it's been a very quiet chat room. Yeah, it's been quiet. But please talk to us. I want to hear from you, and even just give a shared experience of how this session has been for you so far. And let's talk a little bit about creating and engaging Google My Business listing. You know, like how does one get to really create an engaging Google My Business listing, right? How does one even get to make their listing stand out from the rest? How? You want to know? Let's talk a little bit about it. So definitely you want to add engaging photography. You want to add engaging photography, and you also want to be able to create engaging posts. You want to engage with your customers and leverage on the insights. This is very, very important. Like you have, it's like leveraging or like making the most of the insights that you have access to via the app. Let's talk a little bit about adding engaging photos. So a photo is not as engaging until you get just the basics right. What are the basics? Things like your lighting. Your lighting needs to be proper. So when you're taking a picture, make sure that you are in a well-lit room. If it was at night, maybe just make sure that the picture, if it's something that's movable, just put it closer to the light and be in a good direction, and then just take a snapshot of that picture. And then your focus, it needs to be on like what you're trying to sell, what you're trying to get the people's focus on, right? So which means if you're taking, like, for example, you're using a wide lens to take a picture, but then at the end of the day, if it's possible to actually blur some of the things out that you don't want people to, pay attention to, and then just ensure that your focus is remained on the things that you want people's attention on. Again, you just get that done. And as always, at the end of the day, you'd want to, there are so many tools that you can actually use to edit your photo. Just a simple touch, even on a mobile phone. I know that Photoshop, there are actually some tools. They even have a mobile version of Photoshop that you can actually even use. Or you can even use things like Lightroom to, give a final touch to your photo and correct a lot of things. And that will make a difference, because remember, at the end of the day, it's all about your business. You want to be able to attract more clients. So really, these are some of the things that are worth a try. And definitely your framing also comes into play, and your photos for your business listings. You need to have some an exterior view of your business as well as an interior view. And if it's possible to actually give people a visual look or even a street view of the surroundings, just you can actually go to the extent of doing that. The visual view of your venue, it's very, very important. And engaging posts. Let's talk about how does one even create an engaging post. A post that's engaging is not short of a good title. So you want to add a title, and then provide a call to action. This is very, very key. If you are posting and you don't have a call to action, what's the point? What is it that you want people to do? Do you want people to actually, at the end of the day, buy the product, book online? Do you want them to click somewhere? Do you want them to visit? Do you want them to call you? What do you want people to get to do at the end of engaging with the post? So always make your call to action crystal clear. That's very, very important. And use photos as well as videos, and write a clear description, as well as ensuring that you actually get your posts things that are actually accurate. Cool. And another additional thing is when you if you would want to engage more with your clients, things like reviews, they are very, very important. When people engage with you, make sure that you also respond to them, and one of the things that you always want to ensure is that people's reviews actually get to, it's like genuinely represent you as a business. You don't want to forge things that aren't, into an illusion, like when people visit you. No, like, because I'm aware that like there are certain people there that actually get to do some like that are actually engaging in some unethic behavior, where they're even like getting paying for reviews. They're paying people to go and review them. No, that's not how you get to do business. It's like you always want people to review you based on their genuine experience of who you are as a business. That's the only way you even get to improve. And when you improve, definitely more people are attracted to you. It's like there are a lot of people there, they are ready to pay anything for a good service, and you would want your business to be one of those businesses that anybody is willing to pay for when they hear your name, because they know you are very, very reputable when it comes to whatever that you do, And so definitely you would want people to review you based on who you really are. Stop thinking about buying reviews or things like that. And what could you do to actually encourage your clients to review you? What is it that you can do? Are you going to be running like some competition for people to actually go and review you, and whoever gets to review you at the end of the day, you do a draw and then they can win something? Like, how do you plan to do that? Because that's very, very important. And some of the possible things that you can actually even include would be to collect, customer details, and then you send them feedback surveys via email. You can even get to share the feedback URL visibly via a post, or even a brochure if you have brochures or posters that you get to distribute around your community. And you can even display feedback from customers to show the value, the value of your business, which is very important that you get to do. And then now let's talk a little bit about leveraging insights to grow your business. How do you get to even leverage on insights to grow your business? This is one of the most important things. You have to come to an understanding that insights can actually ultimately help you as a business to understand how your audience actually behaves. Insights can also help you adapt to their needs, because at the end of the day, it's all about looking out for a need and meeting the need. That's what success is about. And if you are to be a successful business person, you always should be on a lookout for people's needs, and you reach out their needs, and you always want to be able to reach to new clients. If you don't have an understanding of how many clients that you are attracting or that are visiting your business for the first time, how can you then invest in that regard? So it's very, very important that you actually get to build an understanding of such and insights. They really, really help you in that regard. And what you also learn from insights is everything that you're seeing right now on the screen, how customers find your business, where they're coming from, when people are engaging the most, things like that. There's so much to learn from insights. So if you haven't started using insights, definitely you would want to consider. So right now, because we're already wrapping up, we're not going to take a break. But then I just want to say thank you so much, guys. You're probably asking from here, where next do I go to? What are the next steps? Definitely you want to learn more about what we're sharing with you on our platforms, and that's learningdigital.with Google digital skills /courses. If you can visit that link, you'll be able to find so much resources, as well as you can actually even get onto our social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and the links are all showing on the screen, and they're even being posted in the chat room. And with that, I would want to say thank you to everybody for tuning into this session. I trust that you're able to learn so much, just as I got to do during the presentation. Thank you, and stay blessed.